Hello sweet viewers, annyeong, that means hi in Korean. I'm Christine from Kimbop TV, empowering you to live a happier and safer life, especially if you're a fellow domestic violence survivor. Today's video is dedicated to the Asian American Journalists Association's LA chapter. They gave me a reporting relief fund during COVID-19 to kickstart this empowerment series. I shared with them about my heart for wanting to create videos that can support domestic violence survivors like myself, and they were my first paying partners to jump on board. Their funding allowed me to really just go for it because I knew someone else believed in my mission. Over the past month or so, I've been going all in on this. I took a lot of my personal experiences as a DV survivor and shared lessons I've learned that you may find helpful. Things like overcoming my sense of unworthiness and tips for falling asleep at night when I'm filled with anxiety. My friend Chudi came over and helped me to tell my survivor story as well, from how I met my ex, red flags I didn't see at the time, what happened that made me flee from my life, and how I started this very long process of healing. I also gave my friends a voice because I thought their stories could inspire you too. You met Alyssa, who overcame abuse as a child and even homelessness as an adult.
1 in 3 girls are sexually abused, 1 in 4 boys, and that happens. You start first with the drugs. And then, to fill that pain and that void, and then you end up on the streets, and it's just a cycle, and we got to stop that cycle.
Then there was Ardene from Syracuse, New York, who took 7 years to write her survivor story and is getting ready to publish it on her birthday this year.
I wasn't always willing to share that, but the Holy Spirit said, the fact that you don't want to share it is the reason why I need you to share it. Because in sharing that, you're going to help so many people and you're going to draw them closer so that they can have a personal relationship with me. So I realized that me being transparent and vulnerable is really a part of my ministry and me bringing people closer to God.
You met Juan, a suicide survivor who reminds us to keep hope alive because your later is greater.
My joy is being able to help other people who have gone through what I went through, hearing their stories and be able to talk to them and share my stories with them to let them know that they're not alone.
Then there was Jihae, who empowers Asian American survivors in Chicago.
Our current clients were worried about survivors who are out there, who are maybe in abusive homes and are not connected to CanWin. So they really wanted either CanWin or some other service to be available by phone or text or some other safe means that would allow the survivor to talk to somebody without the perpetrator or harmed doer interfering or listening in, and really letting somebody who is in that situation know that you're there for them, that there is hope.
Maggie from New York City leads a nonprofit that uses yoga to help domestic violence and sexual assault survivors.
Even 5 minutes can make a huge transformation in your day if you're feeling particularly stressed or frazzled, and you just take that moment to step back and to reflect and to reassess. It can really make a big difference in how things are going.
And Shalonda creates beautiful and free interior decorating services for fellow survivors who are transitioning from women's shelters into their new homes away from their abusers.
Some of them think when they walk into their newly furnished home that they're walking into a hotel room.
It's awesome! My God. Kristen! Wow! This is awesome! Like, I'm in complete shock.
It can be overwhelming and beautiful at the same time. So we know that when they transition, they only get the basics. They may get a mattress, but the mattress is most likely on the floor. So we just wanted to take a little edge off, where to say, you can have this beautiful queen size mattress and bedding, and it's all yours. You don't have to give it back.
It's so gratifying to share these stories and more with you each week. Every now and then I get comments or messages from people who say these resources are helping them in meaningful ways. That to me is priceless. My life purpose is to help represent this very underrepresented community so that more victims can become survivors and feel truly supported as they navigate through life after abuse. So thank you AAJA so much for helping me get started, and thank you so much for watching. We're all in this together.